I'm getting that there's going to be a mass walkout of souls, of people, souls, of people that don't either believe Alyssa or that don't agree with Alyssa. I did always talk about how everything correlates, like under construction is like one of my favorite correlation things, like when things are still being worked out in your life. Not that your life as a pixel matters, but if my life, okay, is the holy one in particular or related to me in some way, shape, or form, i.e., best friend and my court, or like somehow important like that, but not like if you have a Sims life or something like that, or like you're worried about your husband cheating on you, or if you're going to get the promotion or not. I'm not talking about you because you're literally just not important, okay? Um, but like construction is like things are still being worked out in your life as a holy person, Alyssa Janello, or court. And so it's like your life's under construction, and then like you'll go and take a drive, and then there'll be like all these, like you'll drive by like all these construction sites, and that's how like your real life correlates with like the fake Sims like 3D Matrix reality. I mean, if you want to tell us how much your life matters because you get your hair dyed and your nails did, please go right ahead. There's TikTok for you, and it's an amazing platform that gives dumb Sims like you um, a voice. And you could probably amass like over 100,000 followers literally just by being yourself and complaining about your haircut and your boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how much does this 3D Sims life love the fake princess? Let's discuss, okay? Like, they don't even care if like you're ugly or like any, like they're so inclusive and like so lovely on TikTok. I mean, it's almost like I'm a lovely and inclusive God that like literally cares about literally everyone, and they still are like, I'm way more important than the real princess. It's crazy to me. It's so crazy. I'm like, that's so sad that like, you know, fat people like get so much shit in life, like can't we be more inclusive to fat people? And like I make like everything inclusive to fat people, and fat people are like, I literally hate you, God, because you're literally so pretty. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, so I'm so sorry. It's like, okay, well, you totally just made me regret my decision and like caring about inclusivity and like, whatever. And that is an actual true story from her life. Love her best friend who comes in many shapes and forms, as I've currently said, like, and that's kind of what we want. I mean, if you can mile 7 bike rides in a day with an obese body, like you are the shit, okay? Like you go, girl. Like so seriously, I know I'm saying it in like my sarcastic Cali voice, but like for realsies, like you obviously got some Pleiadian energy, okay? Like can we just focus on the Pleiades right now, please? Like the Pleiades are where it's at, okay? Like, are we in fashion or what? Like, we're the Pleiades. Like, we literally look the fucking coolest. Like, have you seen your Pleiade countertop? Like, the Pleiades are hot right now. Like, so fucking hot. Like, I mean, seriously, your Pleiades outfit is like phenoms for reals. You guys have seen like your higher selves in your dreams, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you, class, for answering that. Like, and their outfits are like lit phenoms for reals. Like, And you're just like, holy fucking shit, I'm literally like so hot. And yeah, like, I don't know. I think obesity can be adorables and adorbs, and it can be sparkly scalar waves just as, and like be like just as cool because literally nothing's real. And like, if you're rocking it, you're rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm talking about like an obesity that's not adorbs right now. And like, I just like, she's just literally like the worst thing ever. And think I have said this before. She looks like Chet from, the not adorbs one. She looks like Chet from Weird Science. Okay. Like, you know, the brother, and he gets like turned into like that weird frog creature. Like, she looks like that. Is that rude, guys? Is that mean for me to like say that about a person? Because I'm literally just another person and I'm literally not God and I literally didn't create her or anything. Um, yeah, but like that's what she looks like, and like that's literally what her personality is like too. Like she has a personality to match that, where she's just like the worst. She's just like I'm like she has like wears like two-faced makeup. She uses like two-faced makeup and she's like, I get two-faced because I'm two-faced. And she like thinks that's like a funny joke or something, and you're just like, you're literally in third grade. Like aren't you like a grown human woman? Like, you literally act like you're in third grade, and like she's like, me and Alyssa are badass bitches. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, like, I think you're like Chet from Weird Science, but um, go ahead and like include me in your like bad bitch rant. Like, okay, so I mean, it's my Instagram, and you're like bragging you have like 13K followers on Instagram, and it's like, yeah, okay, but it's like a platform I created with my mind, so I think I win. I don't know. Could be I could be Delulu, right? She's listening in, so call me Delulu and see who shows up, okay? You guys want to meet Delulu? Hey, what's up, girl? Okay, why would your sister ever act like that, Riri? That's not okay, whatever. She's gonna smush in. She's gonna smush in and smush out. Oh yeah, yesterday was so funny. I ate Glenn. What is his last name? Let's see. It's called Total Eruption. I know that you guys know the movie Total Recall, but my movie's called Total Eruption. Okay. You guys, I can't help that I'm a good actress, okay? Oh yeah, and today I'm eating Bucky Sancho's wife. Isn't that cool? I'm so happy to eat Bucky Sanchos's wife. I thought she was cool, but like this, like the some of the things that she says, like when she says like, "Oh my God, Alyssa, please stop! It's so early in the morning. Like, please do not be this funny so early in the morning." Like that stuff I can appreciate, because I literally just like I really can't help it, guys. Like I can't. Like I just get up in the morning, and then my mind just like starts going, and then I just hear you guys being like, Alyssa, like laughing and like not being able to hold it in and be like, Alyssa, please stop. Like we're literally like, if we cannot come down, we will not be able to go back to sleep. And I appreciate that because it's true and it's funny. Chris is always like, the stuff she's imagining is not that funny. And she like laughs hysterically. The stuff she's imagining is not that funny. It's not that funny. It's not that funny. Sorry, guys. I can't stop sometimes. I don't know why. I can't stop thinking of like Sedona, my Sedona friends coming over and picking me up, and like I'm like the biggest hoopty. Do you guys know what a hoopty is? Like Like, just like a car. I mean, I'm picturing it right now. If you can like see it in your mind's eye, it like can barely run, and it's like from the 80s, and I can't stop picturing my Sedona friends picking me up in that, and I don't know why I keep picturing that, and I think it's fucking hilarious. And they're like, Alyssa, please no, please don't. Just do like a big black truck, like a big black SUV, like you usually picture. Just picture a big black SUV, please. And like, the lighting is so nice like that. How do I stop? Let me just see if I can change that. But it looks so dark when I'm looking at it. I can't even see myself. I thought I changed that. Let's see. Lock screen. Oh, like, let's see if I can change it, guys, while I'm filming. Because, like, why would I do this when I'm not filming, right? Um, I thought I fucking changed this. Okay, let's see here. Display. Desktop and screensaver. See, I really thought maybe it shows screensaver after 20 minutes. I thought that changed it, but it didn't. Like, I thought that was how I did it. Dock menu bar, mission control, spotlight. Like, why does it general? If I can't find it soon, I'll stop. But it's like you guys like to do this kind of stuff with me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel anybody being like, get back to talking like real stuff, which is so funny. It's like you guys just like literally want to spend time with me, but you like can't come forward and like spend time with me. Alex, do you know where it is? I think you. I thought it would be like here. Battery? Like, why wouldn't it just like? I thought I fixed it, guys. I think that's why you guys asked. Like, and I thought I fixed it. Show screensaver after 20 minutes, and like it's still like going down, sort of like when I don't touch the fucking thing, and I don't know how to change it. I thought that fucking fixed it. but it obviously went down. It's like you guys like are enjoying this right now, which is like crazy to me. This would drive me nuts if I was watching somebody do this. Do you want to Google it, Liz? We know you love Googling. Like, why isn't it desktop and screensaver? I think that would be it, but it clearly was like shutting down in the middle of the thing, so it doesn't really make sense. Like, why is it going to sleep? Let's see, sleep. Schedule startup, sleep, or shutdown. Yeah, where's that? No. Turn display off after. Ha ha ha. 1 minute. That seems like 1 minute, right? 15 minutes. Okay, we'll do 1 hour. Yay, we found it. Your Mac may use more energy with these settings. Okay, we found it, guys. Whoever's suggestion was to type sleep in the search bar was the winner. Probably Alex. Okay. We didn't have to use Google. Congratulations to all of us. Like, was it like an ASMR for you guys or something? Because you guys are like all super chill. Like when I was doing that, like nobody's like freaking out and being like, Alyssa, get back to talking about the downloads. Like everybody was just like, are you just like literally at work, like being like, oh yeah, where is that? That's an interesting question. Where would that be? We found it. So I think we're good. Okay, Glenn Howerton. I popped Glenn Howerton yesterday and he had the cheese touch. When I woke up, I was like scroll, like I was looking at my Facebook and I was looking at like dresses and stuff on like Nordstrom on a Facebook ad. Do you guys remember when Facebook didn't have any ads and we like freaked out when like Facebook was like going to start having ads? We were like, "Oh my God, no. Not ads on our Facebook. It's totally going to ruin our lives. I don't even know. I'm never going to use Facebook again if there's like ads on my Facebook." Do you guys remember that? And you guys all at work are like, I do remember that, Alyssa. And you do calm us down when you're just like rambling. Thank you so much. Even when you're searching for like how like have like this computer like not shut down. Like, thank you so much, Alyssa. Any whoosie Food Planet. So I popped Glenn yesterday. Glenn group. Okay, I call it like the perfect dad group. And so I popped him, and I was like scrolling in the morning, and then I heard him like being like, "Oh, none of these will do. Oh, this is nice. Oh, where will I wear it? Oh, wear it to the ball." You know how Glenn talks like that. Glenn is from Always Sunny. If you're like not familiar, like you should get a life and like watch Always Sunny. Okay. Oh, because some people are like, yeah, my computer goes to sleep way too soon too. Like, I want to find that too. Mom, can you help us find that? Well, we found it. You just type sleep and then it's in battery. I didn't say it out loud, but you just type in sleep in the system preferences and then it's in battery and then it's like in one of the things in there. I don't remember the name, but it's just you move like the little slider to like the right for like an hour. I think that's like a good amount of time, for it to like not sleep like for an hour. Like you know what I mean? Like you're not like touching your computer for like 2 seconds and like, oh, I'm gonna do my password. Like so stupid. Like, give me a break. Okay. So yeah. That's how much we care about the break-in into Tom Hardy's house, by the way. Tom Hardy's house was broken into, and Oh my God, did you guys watch that meme again? It's really so funny. Oh, my coffee just died. That was interesting. My coffee just died? I wonder what that means. My dear boyfriend, Rione. His name is Rione now. Rione. Rione. It's like River Nay. The River Nene. Do you guys know Nene? I'm lit ram today. So I popped to Glenn, and I thought it was like I was like one of those things where I was like, oh my God, this is so funny. And I was like, is that Charlie Day? And Charlie Day was like, I think that's Glenn. I'm like, oh, okay. But it was also Charlie. Like I popped both of them. And then I took Fresh out for a walk. Alyssa thinks it's when we're sleeping. I do. I think it's when you're sleeping or like when you're in like the hypnagogic state. I think it's more like when you're in the hypnagogic state, which is like the in between, and you're like kind of like seeing what I'm doing. So you're like seeing through my eyes. And I think that's what was happening with Glenn Group. Obviously, probably not all of them were in the hypnagogic state, but I think a good amount of them were. It just like everything kind of just like moved a little bit, like kind of went weird, kind of got glitchy for a second. And that girl is so annoying. I can't wait till I eat the crap out of her. Guru Jagged. Oh my God. Literally hate her. I hate her the way she, and you gotta sound sexy when you're talking. Like I remember her like literally having like a yoga conversation or like a podcast conversation or something where she's just like, you really need to sound sexy when you're talking. And I'm like, you sound literally so disgusting, Guru Jagged. Like I never want to hear you talk sexy like ever again because you're literally the most opposite thing from sexy on the face of the fucking planet. And it's just like so gross. It's like gross lady. Okay. Like Guru Jagged was like a perfect example of gross lady. Okay. She was gross lady when she was alive. Gross lady. And anyway, so I was walking Fresh yesterday and like I think Glenn was in the hypnagogic state. It would be great if he actually told me that. And I was walking Fresh and he goes, if her name is Mr. Smush, so be it. Because I call Fresh Mr. Smush sometimes. If your name is Mr. Smush, so be it. It was so funny. It was so funny. He is my Mr. Smush. My Mr. Fresh, I call him Mr. Smush sometimes. I'm like, hello, Mr. Smush. Mr. Smush. Leo is seen leaving Christie's at Rockefeller Plaza with Vittoria Soretti, October 18th, 2024. Leaving Christie's. Is he buying her a ring? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that like so embarrassing? Like, you're married to the queen. That's why, like, I'm just like, why did you make me date you this in January, Leo? Like, why would I don't understand when like guys do stuff like that. Like, what is he getting at Christie's? Like, I do get really like okay, there's Victoria. See, I still like her. She's still in line. I like Victoria. She looks chill. Like, what are you getting at Christie's? Of course, Victoria is totally stealing my style, and she has like a jacket that like I own. Okay, do you see Victoria? Do you see her in like the black trench? Okay, Exhibit A. Now I'll show you mine. Let's see. Oh wait, I'll just go get it. I mean, right? Isn't that why I talked about Timothy Chalamet's fucking style online? Because you guys love to do that. You love to steal my goddamn fucking style, right? Hello, Victoria. It's Alyssa's style, okay? It's Alyssa's style. It's not your style. Like they love to fucking do that shit. Like so annoying. Of course, mine's not expensive, right? Because like I don't have money, right? That's why we're focusing on money this year. But that is one way to piss me off is to steal my style and to use like, oh, but like yours isn't Prada or whatever. And like in 2024, Victoria, really? Like literally all my life. Okay, like honestly, literally all my life, like um yes, it's my dad's style. It's my style and it's my dad's style. And it doesn't make me mad at all. Um it's my Prada. I own Prada. So who are we talking to? Like it's my like, you know, Balenciaga, whatever. I don't know why you guys want me to like name the fashion houses. Probably because you want to like you're listening in. Chanel, um, Chloe. I don't know. I'm not gonna name all the fashion houses, but anyway. Now my door is open and I don't feel like closing it, and it looks like it's ajar and it just is bothering me. Anyway, how annoying is that, right? So yeah, because you're stealing my style, and then you're like, it's obviously an expensive good. And then you can be like, yeah, but yours is from Aldo and ours, like, our shoes are Jimmy Choo's. And it's like, okay, well, I have all of the magic. And like, I have all the magic in the world. And also, I own the entire universe. How much does the universe cost? You know what I mean? But it's like, I should own it on Earth as well. Okay, that means I already own it on Earth and you're stealing from me. That's exactly what it means. And that's why I shouldn't be worried when you send Raw and me pictures of empty cars. This is so funny. why is why is it this fucking hoopty? Like, I don't know, guys. I just think it's really funny. I also saw Gigi in like a 80s um like an 80s Volvo or like an 80s BMW or Mercedes or something like that, but it was also from the 80s. Like, and that's why I started saying, like, are we fucking in the 80s right now? Like, are we literally in the 80s? Like, why do I keep seeing like all of my friends in cars from the 80s? You know, it's a little scary, guys, because like we're clearly not in the 80s anymore. We're 2024. It's a little scary. Like, I should be able to just walk out and like walk consciously into the 80s, and like, I mean, I know I do it or whatever, but like I should be able to be conscious of it and like walk into the 80s and like pull myself out and my siblings out and put us in the castle. Like um if that makes sense. And that's, I mean, like, okay, when we went to, so remember I told you like the house was like a plane like a couple nights ago, and then like a night or two nights later, I dreamt that I was in China. So like I literally took a plane ride to China. Like it's just getting like more and more visceral and like more and more like overlapping of like um of a Spanish account. Like, I don't even know what you guys are saying sometimes when you ask me to channel these weird things. But yeah. Like, he better, what I'm saying is, like, he better be, like, buying me, like, a tennis bracelet or something from Christie's. Like, what is he doing at Christie's? Like, I mean, I think that's what we're all thinking right now. Like, it better be, like, pink and yellow diamond tennis bracelet or something from Christie's. Like, some, I don't know. I'm just, like, making it up, but, like, something very pretty. Oh, yesterday. Oh, my hair's looking red, guys. My hair's looking red, guys. Woo wee. That means I'm getting ready to buck some Broncos. Okay, so I have to get another coffee soon and probably make some bacon and some French toast. Oh, look, it just like, no, it's still kind of red. So this broadcast is probably going to end soon. I saw lots of gold when I rewatched my video yesterday. I love rewatching my videos because there's like so much magic in my videos. I hope you guys see all the magic and stuff in the office and like everything like that. Not you, Stacy. I don't give a shit what the fuck Stacy sees because Stacy got the castle downloads last time. Okay. So obviously Max and Sarah got the castle downloads at one point, and poor Mr. Max suffered the consequences, which is fucking sad because he was literally my best friend, but I already told you he was sort of like overpowered by Sarah, and that's why I literally hate her fucking guts. And and she will never live that down, and I will never like her ever, okay? I'm never going to like Sarah, and like that was like the biggest mistake of Max's life if you ask me. And that's why I was rushing to Max's side. And then, of course, that's why I'm saying he died at Mattel when I was at Mattel, because it was at Mattel when I was watching Max. I would like go to work, every day, whatever. And I would listen to all these crazy podcasts or look up all this MK Ultra stuff. And it was like MK Ultra Super Soldier Program, Max Spiers, Max Spiers, Max Spiers, Max Spiers. And it was always Maxie. And so I would just watch Maxie while I was like doing my artwork for like Monster High. Usually Monster High at Mattel, sometimes other stuff too, and it was like, oh, Max is going to be at like this, this event, like, or, this event at this thing. And I was like planning it out. Like, okay, I'm going to go see Max. I know I'm going to make all of us cry. All right. Because it's like, why did that happen? And why was it weird? And why was it MK Ultra? And I don't know, guys. I don't fucking know. MK Ultra is a term that we use in our sibling group, and if you don't understand us and you think it just means sitting in front of the TV like this, do you guys remember making that funny face in school? But if you guys think it's just like sitting in front of the TV watching weird images, like we don't really care. Okay, MK Ultra is like just like a term we use anyway. So, it's one of her autistic terms. Let me calm down about it. You don't have to Google everything she says. No, you don't have to Google everything I say, okay? It's just, yes, it's just an autistic sibling term, okay? So, it's like my pillow. It just gets like uncomfortable, like out of nowhere. So, Maxie. So I was watching Max at Mattel, and I was planning on going to see him. And like I wanted to I wanted to take a trip or whatever, so like I took a trip. It was like was it my first trip to Europe? I think it was my first trip to Europe. I don't think like I wanted my first trip to Europe to be to go see Max. like I can't remember exactly like the exact details of like he was coming to the US or if I was going to go to Europe or whatever to see him, but like I was 30. How old was I? 2000. Oh my God. Like how old was I? 2011. So I was 31. Okay. Um, 31, 32, like when I started Mattel. Before that, I was like basically freelancing and I was pretty happy as a freelancer, but I didn't make like a ton of money. And like, I got really jealous of my friends in my 20s because my friends started traveling and I didn't have any money to travel. And so I was like, I got to get a good job so that I can like travel like the world or whatever. And so I did travel like in my 20s, but it wasn't like I didn't travel to Europe, I don't think at all. I think Croatia was my first trip to Europe. And then, but like I had traveled out of the country. Like I traveled to Mexico a few times and I traveled to El Salvador. I think was my first trip out of the country was to El Salvador. And I think we went to like two or three places. Um, LA has like a really big El Salvadorian community and I went with like it was like a family trip. It would be the same thing as like me going to Italy with my family if my family had relatives in Italy and they went back to Italy every year. It's just like that except it was El Salvadorians to El Salvador. And I think we went to Honduras. What? We went to a couple of neighboring countries that there too. And I don't know why you guys. I don't think it was Honduras. And I'm not looking it up. So anyway, went to there and then I went to Japan. I went to Tokyo in my 20s as well. So I went to El Salvador and I went to Japan and to Tokyo. And it should have been a longer trip to Tokyo. And then, yeah. And so then so I took like two big trips like overseas in my 20s. And I also went to like Mexico and stuff. And then and did like I did like a ton of wait, did I? Yeah, I think so. I did like a ton of traveling the United States in my 20s. Um yeah, that's what I did in my 20s. I did like all of like traveling the United States. Like there was this really cool ticket called a JetBlue ticket where like you could travel like anywhere you wanted for like a month. I think it was the month of October actually. And I went to like 12 cities in the US or something crazy like that. So I did like a lot of traveling in the US before I went overseas. Okay. And so I was like making my way to Max. Okay. Like, and so like my first big trip overseas by myself was to Croatia to visit my friends in Croatia that I grew up with. And, um, so I wanted to go see them. Like that was like the biggest deal for me. Like I wanted to go see my friends in Croatia. Again, we went to like two or three countries on that trip or something like that. I think we went to three or four countries on that trip. And then I was planning to go see Max after that, okay? And so then Max was Max Spiers. They're like Max Spiers. Max was her perfect person, if you're wondering. Like, it's like so weird. Like, who's saying this? Like, who is saying that? Literally, who are you? Like, what is your name? Is your name Annabelle? Like, is that Bucky's wife? I think that's must be Bucky's wife, Annabelle. Like, who is saying that? Um, and he died. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm having a hard time talking, and it doesn't matter to you guys for some reason. But like, yeah, so I was planning on trying to get to see Max, okay? And like I was looking him up online at Mattel, and so that was I think it was like 2013 or 14, okay? And because I think I didn't leave until like the end of 2014, so it could have been all of 2014, okay? Because Mattel's listening in right now, and they're also remembering with me, and they're helping me along with the story. So I was looking up like where Max was going to go or whatever, and then it was all of a sudden it was like Max died, and it was like the British fucking thing where like, you know, the British TV show, and it's like the life of a super soldier. Like, did you guys see that special on like British TV? It was like the life of a super soldier, Max Spiers, like dead at 36 or something like that, and like it was like BBC One. It was like on like a main his death investigation was on like a mainstream media outlet in Europe, right? And he was like honored and talked about as a super soldier, as like as if it was real, and they were investigating it and everything like that, and like why did he die and all this stuff. And that came out, I swear to God, in 2014, and I was like, what the fuck, Max is dead? Like, what? It was like so scary to me. It was terrifying to me because like I was in MK Ultra with him as a child, and so that's why I would like go to him. I wanted to listen, like, okay, tell us about the abductions, like what was happening to us, like you know, like what happened to us, Max. And I just love listening to his stories because like I like related to him so much, and I was like, okay, like it was like investigating with him, you know, and I was just like I wanted to meet him in person and talk about MK Ultra and stuff in the program and everything. And then he died. And there was like this whole thing like, are they hunting us because like we're smart and because we're like special and we're gifted and talented people? And like we didn't know like who to trust back then or like what to trust. And it was way before the convoluted universe hit the mainstream media. I guess Gigi wants to say. It was just like if you were a super soldier, you knew you were a super soldier, and like you related heavily to Max's content. And I was one of those super soldiers. I was just a super soldier then. This was way before I was God. I was a super soldier, and I was like a mutant. And they're like, oh, she was a very talented artist. They're at my funeral right now. So when he died, I was terrified, and I stopped investigating everything because I was like, oh my God, the cabal won. Like the Satanist won, or like whoever, like the mean Dracos won. Like these were all of like the thoughts that I was thinking that killed Max or whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, we're actually being hunted, and I actually do have to hide, because I considered myself the same thing as Max back then, and like a super soldier and like talented and like smart and whatever. And it was just devastating. It was devastating. And I didn't cry at all. I didn't cry at all when Max died. I cry obviously a lot now that he's dead. Now I do, but I didn't then. I was in shock, and I was in terror, and I was terrified. And I just put that shit down. Like I just put all of it down, and I didn't investigate anymore. And I was like, I need to be like a normal person and just like live my life as like a normal person, and like kind of forget about like my psychicness and like my abilities, and just try to like fit in to planet Earth like as much as possible. Otherwise I'm going to end up like Max. And that was my thinking back then when I was, so I must have been, if I thought he died in 2014, I would have been 34. And then he actually died in 2016, and I was 36. So there was 2 years. There was 2 whole years that I was on Earth and Max was on Earth. And I was on a completely different planet. as Max, and I couldn't go and see Max live or anything because in my universe, Max died 2014. And I remember talking to Alex about it over walls, and he was like, they do that because I was like, Alex, I swear to God, he was murdered in 2014. And Alex was like, yeah, they do that kind of stuff to us all the time. And I was like, huh, that's crazy. And so anyway, I didn't start like looking that stuff up again until I think I found Jeej first. I think I found Jeej first, and I don't remember how I found her. Oh, oh God, it just like goes off by itself. Oh, because now I have to change the screensaver because the screensaver is set for 20 minutes. So the screensaver just went on. So I have to change that too, but I'm not going to change it right now. But yeah, so like Chris Evans, he's actually a super soldier, okay? And Sebastian Stan, he's actually a super soldier, okay? So they probably gravitated towards Max as well. And there's a lot of us that gravitated towards Max. He got a lot of views back then. He got like 80,000 views and stuff like that. And that was like huge back then. So that was like way before like the clickbaity, like stupid YouTube, like 101, like how to connect with your guides on like 3,000 channels, you know? Nobody really talks about being a super soldier anymore either. So except me, I'm kind of like the only one that talks about being a super soldier. And I told you guys I haven't had to be a super soldier in like years. I only had to start being a super soldier again the end of last year. Anyway, I guess some of you guys we're asking about Max Spiers again. So there's a story. There was 2 fucking years that I could have met him, and like that could have also put me on the platform because he probably would have been like, you're the fucking princess, like you live in a fucking castle, and like, and I would have been like, what? What? I wonder who did that. But like, how did you guys do that? Like, give me back my downloads, you fuckers. Like, how the fuck did you do that? How the fuck did you separate me and Max like that? So sad, you guys. Okay. Lots of gold popping. So yesterday when I rewatched this, I saw like lots of gold people popping. So the gold is like the will to live. So like you guys all like popped. You all went up in your color instead of embodying it. So when you pop and you go into your color, it's like you have 2 choices. 1, embody it. 2, die. Okay, so you can die and still be living in your body, which we're kind of like recoding that right now, but that's sort of how it goes. Like you sort of are refurbished and like you like your whole personality changes and da da da. But like so the gold is like you guys are like not embodying it because like gold is like will to live and it's like the 3rd chakra and it's sort of like capitalism, you know? It's like big time capitalism, like the will to live, like the will to be an alpha dog, the will to, you know, make a lot of money and the will to like be the coolest in the office and like the will to like be like number 1 in the office and like, you know, like call us all slaves and your servants in the office and everything like that. Right, Becky? But you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life? But like it's like the will to like you know have a good time job and have like a full-time career and like I worked at the same company for like 10 years, like suck it, you know. And they like you like they like have that as like a badge of honor. I was at that company for 10 years, okay? Like I know what I'm talking about. Like so like humans, I can't stand you humans. I cannot stand you. I'm like a very old Palladian person. Okay, I'm a Palladian, also human, and like I can't stand you. I just want you to know that right now. And anything UK can and used against the law. Okay. That made perfect sense. Probably because I'm talking at a million miles a minute is why my autism. um, I think I've always kind of been like that though, where I just like say random words that I don't know, guys. Leave me alone. You can restart the game anytime. Soul codes are coming in from the soul line. Oh my god, the soul line. You guys are like so lovely and friendly to me. I just love my soul line. Thank you so much for volunteering to give me your soul codes back. You're just filling my heart with just such laughter and such glee and such love. The soul. I just love my soul line and like how compliant and how happy you are to be related to the queen of the game. That's what gets me every time. It's just like how you just love and adore being related to the queen of the game. You're just like, this is so great. I'm related to the queen of the game. Okay, so home was in a lucid dream yesterday. Yes, I did see it. Yes, I can see it with my eyes sometimes. I jumped into my body. I jumped into my parents' house. Like, this must have been years ago now. And I was taking a nap in California and I astral projected here. And it was like a light pink house. And it lines up exactly with how Claire describes a lucid dream because it felt like a lucid dream. But I thought I had just like astral projected there. I didn't realize I was actually someone in my family living in this house, living in a pink cloud. Um, that was actually how they felt being awake. It actually felt like a lucid dream. So I didn't realize at the time. I thought I was just astral projecting. You know how they describe when you're in AA being on a pink cloud? Oh my God, is that what they fucking meant? It's like because you lose your will to live, I guess, when you stop drinking alcohol, like when you stop like participating in life and everything. So like, yeah, you like stop having like a reason for being, or you're just like drinking is stupid, or drinking's getting me in trouble, or like being real is like getting me in trouble. So like I'm gonna give up alcohol, and then like you end up in a pink cloud, but like really your life force energy is being abducted to Andromeda, and it's because you're not praying to me. And oh my God, I can't believe I was hesitant to say that because like I'm actually somebody in AA right now who's like hesitant to say like you're in a pink cloud because you're not praying to Alyssa. Okay, like it's the church now, and you have to like embody it. To It's not going to work if you pray to me anymore. Oh yeah, I saw a lot of Pleiadian power in gambling in the casino in Vegas. So like I saw like the sparkly zappy. It's like sparkly and like zappy energy from the Pleiades, and I saw it in a casino in Vegas. So if you're in a casino in Vegas, good luck to you. And then I saw a newscaster this morning say, and she was African American. I don't think it really matters, but let me just say that she's African American. I saw an African American newscaster say, I think Alyssa is on the food planet and is going to start to eat all of us starting now. And it might have been the African American girl from CNN that I watched last time that this was happening. And I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry, but I do remember Dana Bash. So that's pretty bad that I don't remember an African American woman's name. I do remember Kareen, and I love Kareen. She's not in my court, that girl, okay? She's okay. She's cool. She's probably, you know, she looks Andromedan to me, so she's probably got a reason to worry. Okay, cool. I was gonna look her up because I kind of like her, but whatever. She reminds me of my friend Michelle. My eyes are kind of glowing, so good luck, everyone.